What's up guys, and welcome to Iris Games. Today we're going to be looking over Coca Cola and Pepsi brands. The reason why I wanted to make this video is because I've seen many of these brands on grocery store shelves, and it was honestly very surprising to me to look through this list and say, really? Coca Cola owns that? So we're going to start off with CL. CL is a Mexican water brand. Using my mediocre Spanish skills, I did get a 3 on the AP Spanish exam, so there's my proof. It says end your day with, I don't know if it means sky or heaven, but something in there. Mineralized sky, mineralized heaven. So it is a water specifically marketed towards Mexicans. I think it's kind of interesting how they have different brands for different companies. I guess different things appeal to different groups of people. So maybe Mexicans would want something different than what we have, but I don't know. I tend to think our American products are pretty far-reaching. So next one that interested me was Diet Coke. I don't know if you guys knew that Diet Coke was owned by Coca-Cola, but if that surprised you, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Next, we're going to be looking at, well, we don't need to look at Dasani. It's water. Not really surprising they have a water brand. Water isn't too exciting. So Del Val or Del Valle. Just seems like a juice brand. Antioxidants too. Seems like a vitamin water sort of thing. Also marketed towards Mexicans. I guess since they're right across the border, Coca-Cola has tried to reach the Mexican market. But the only other one that is kind of weird is Georgia Coffee. Now, Georgia is actually a Japanese brand of coffee, and this is probably one of the most surprising ones on the list. They call it, like, worker song is the tagline, and in Japan, work is really important to people. I was watching a documentary in psychology. It's Happy, if anyone's ever seen it before. And one of the guys was talking about how he spent his birthday with his co-workers before he spent his birthday with his wife. And apparently that's a habitual thing. So it makes a lot of sense to call worker song. However, I'm going to see if I get anything else by translating that. However, in America, if you remind people that they're working 9-to-5 jobs and living depressing lives with no hope of climbing up the social ladder, like, that isn't going to be as effective. So a lot of the time, people don't advertise things like worker song. I can just assume that these are, like, Japanese celebrities that are supporting coffee. I don't know who Takayuki Yamada is, but I'll assume a lot of people know him. I don't know. What else do we have? Fana. Fairlife is like a health milk company. They have ultra filtered water in their milk. You can kind of see it cut off there. That was interesting, because when I see soda brands, I do not think health. And I mean, I don't want to say that, you know, just because you're a soda brand, you can't have healthy stuff. I mean, Coca-Cola probably isn't too involved with production of Fairlife anyway. They might just own over it. I think we're about halfway done through the Coca-Cola stuff. There's Fanta, Gold Peak Tea, Honest Tea. There's a couple tea brands here. Mellow Yellow, just another soda. Odwalla was also really surprising to me because I've had Odwalla a lot. I love their orange juice. But I guess they're affiliated with Coca-Cola. I mean, this isn't going to change my perception of them or anything. Like, I'm not going to stop drinking Odwalla just because they're attached to Coca-Cola. I didn't see any sort of correlation between the two, but whatever. Next is Powerade. I'm just going to gloss over this for now. It'll make sense later. Orange juice, Smart Water, Sprite. Surge is some, I think they call it like a 90s cult classic or something. Yeah, 90s cult classic. I personally have not had Surge. I guess I was born in the wrong generation. I'm just a spoiled child, so I don't know about Surge. Maybe some of my older viewers might know. Vitamin water is pretty cool. Zico, just coconut water. They also have a coffee brand. Oh, this is UK. I didn't even bother clicking on this one before, but I guess it's a United Kingdom brand of coffee. That's interesting. It seems like most of the branding went to Mexico, a little bit of Japan, a little bit of United Kingdom. So that's all of Coca-Cola, but Pepsi is a whole other animal on its own. One thing you'll notice about Pepsi is they have a lot of snack foods. If you're bringing like chips to a party, Odds are they are a Pepsi brand. You have Lay's, Doritos, Ruffles, Cheetos, Tostitos, Fritos. We'll touch on Walkers later. Pepsi, of course. Mountain Dew, I'm not too surprised. Gatorade, though. Gatorade's kind of important. Another thing to point out, Pepsi has like a little pop-down menu each time you click on these, but Coca-Cola, if you click on one, you get a whole other page. I don't know what significance that has, but that was interesting to point out. There's more of like a newsletter sort of thing for Coca-Cola than for Pepsi. Anyway, Gatorade's here. That makes Powerade make a whole lot more sense. Powerade was most likely made as a response to Gatorade so that Pepsi would not have a monopoly over the sports drink market. Tropicana. I'm an uncultured swine, I can't pronounce that. Quaker Oats. I don't know why soda company would have oats, but good for them, I guess. Iced tea, cool. Now, this one's kind of interesting. The Starbucks Frappuccino line. If you've ever gone to a store and you picked up one of the cold Frappuccinos, Pepsi actually partnered with Starbucks to help make them. That I did not know. Aquafina, standard water. Other than that, there's another Mexican brand. I'm assuming this is Mexican? I don't know. Mirinda looks more Mexican than Spanish. Could be South American. Please don't burn me on the stake for saying that. The next thing. Oh boy, Walkers. So apparently, Pepsi thought that Britain would not like Lay's chips, and so they have Walker's chips. But if you zoom in on the Walker's logo, right? Where are you? It's literally just like the Lay's logo, except colored differently. Right? Like, why? Why do these guys get Walker's chips and we get Lay's? I mean, I'm sure Walker's chips have a lot less air than Lay's chips do. Either way, I thought this whole thing was sort of mildly interesting. It isn't anything that would make you go like, oh my god, holy shit, bruh. But you know, it makes you view things a little bit differently from now on. So if you're looking out at the grocery store and you see that, you'll be like, oh, I guess the corporate America has its hands crawling out on all these products and helping to make them. I mean, it does help with production and making the products more readily accessible, but I mean, they are big corporations in the end, so it's kind of weird. Anyway, if you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll have some more meme break stuff in the future. Love you all. See you next time.